This is Kip Herriage, who's the founder of Wealth Masters International, and I'm a consultant here at Wealth Masters International, and I'd just like to ask Mr. Herriage a little bit about his company and his background. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, about your background, and why this is such a wonderful company?
You bet. This was a result of years of doing things the wrong way. My background is a financial advisor, 15 years, money manager, major investment firms on Wall Street, managed $70 million for them. And I realized about in the fifth year of doing it, still at a young age, that I was already vice president of the company, but I started to realize that my clients weren't making the kind of money that the firm said they should be making. And I talked to my other friends that were brokers, and they'd said the same thing. And so I started digging a little bit, doing some research, and I found out that the conflicts of interest that exist in that environment, and in most professional environments like this, make it impossible for the average person to have success in what they're doing. So after a 15-year career in '99, I left that industry, retired at the age of 37, took a year off, enjoyed my wife and my boys, played some golf, but I was too young to stay retired. So at that point, I said, you know what, I've got to find out more about this amazing growth industry called direct sales, network marketing.
Right.
Went to an event, met my partner, Carl Bessie, became great friends. There are no accidents. I'm a huge believer in that. And then we had a conversation in 2004, and we had talked about this for a long time.
Yeah.
But one of these days, we should do it and do it right.
Right.
With my knowledge, he's a top producer in the industry. We knew we had the team to do it. And in December 2004, we finally had the phone call, and we said it's time. And the end result was we started Wealth Masters in January 2005. First month we had 10 members. 3.5 years later we have 11,000 members in 14 countries, and we're just getting started.
That's interesting. And you said now you're spreading to other countries as well?
Absolutely. Our message, best of the best in wealth, health, and wisdom, that model works anywhere and everywhere.
Can you tell me some of the countries that you've been going to, and are you actually selling the same program to those countries? I mean,
Absolutely.
So and people are actually interested, because a lot of this is tailored towards the United States. So how are you?
That's a big misconception.
Okay, can you explain that?
And it's a great question. We get this question all the time. Obviously, Canada was a natural first for us. UK, Australia. I mean, the reason that this first started catching on in Canada was that our Canadian consultants listened to it, the M1 Master's Program, and they go, you know, you're marketing this only in the U.S., but why is that? I just listened to the M1, and 80% of what's in there applies to me, and I'm in Canada.
Right.
And then Carl and I started talking about this with our executive committee, and we're like, you know what? This person's right. Why aren't we using this globally? And so now, we have, regardless of where you are, 80% of the M1 applies to you.
Okay.
With our M2 Wealth Conference, where we are right now, 100% applies to you.
And the
M3, 100% applies to you, specifically when it comes to wealth creation.
So
and that's what my passion is.
So when you go to these countries, you not only look for investment opportunities, because that's, I think, what you're doing. When you go to China, you were talking to us about your investment opportunities, but you also go there to talk to them about the actual becoming consultants in Wealth Masters.
It's a natural fit.
Yeah.
There are two ways to become wealthy. The first way is to invest your way to success. The second way is start your own business. We have the best of both worlds here.
Right. Okay. So that's really great. And so Wealth Masters is unique because, well, first of all, the integrity of the company that you've spoken. We've heard this all week, and it's apparent that this is a highly integrated company, and it has a lot of integrity. But most important, the unique idea that you're trying to export, that you're trying to put forward about how to make profit, but how to make it not just profit in terms of wealth, but in terms of health, and in terms of it's a holistic concept. It's a whole integral concept.
It's exactly what we stand for. It's what we believe in. It's who we are deep down. We had a lot of people when we started this company telling us, focus on one product. That way you can build a big company. We had no interest in that. We never had revenue goals, number of consultants, members. We've never had those kind of goals. We've always felt that if we build the best company possible and find the best experts in the world in wealth, health, and wisdom, that holistic approach you talked about.
Right.
As long as we do that, they will come. If we build it, they'll come, and that's what's happening.
So do you need people to go to these countries and export your product as well?
Absolutely.
Well, I grew up in the Philippine Islands, I speak
Wow,
Chinese
really?
and I speak Spanish, and so
I-
if you're interested in actually might actually participating in some sort of venture with you, I'd be very, very interested.
I spent 2 weeks in the Philippines a couple of years ago. It's a natural country for us with our message and our model, absolutely.
Well, folks, you heard that. He's looking for people who are interested in exporting this product to other countries in the world. I'm very interested in doing this because I've traveled internationally all my life, and I speak several languages. So we'll see what happens.
We'll be calling on you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kip.
Thank you, Consuelo.
Yeah.